Hi everybody, so I'm just fiddling with the lighting because it's just a bit glary in my face there. So I hope you are all well, and welcome. I thought I would come on a little bit earlier because so I can get people here for 8 o'clock. And that's the idea. So I thought I'd come on a little bit earlier for you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just explain what this is. If you're a newcomer, this is Ask Me Anything intuitively, behind the scenes, in between the lines kind of thing. And it's also, if you do want a mini personal reading, it's for your own personal reading. You would need to give a super chat donation for that, because this is a general Ask Me Anything. If it's anything to do with current affairs or what's going on at the moment, such as the coronavirus and a continuation of that, then please, that this is, it's a free show unless you ask for a personal mini kind of snippet reading, which I don't mind doing. But if you offer a super chat donation, okay. Well, what do I pick up here? I just feel the world's gone mad. I just feel the world has gone mad. I'm going to start with the corona, and then we'll get on to, I will follow up on this corona too. But, and then I will do a daily reading. But the coronavirus, it's reached 500 almost in here in the UK, which is, and it's only the 11th of March tomorrow. So, and I predicted it would reach 500 by the end of April. So this is spreading quite fast. So I just feel that, and I went to the local shops today, and I thought, well, it's reached 500 and it's spreading kind of double each day. So I think I feel that it's good if I go with advice and wash your hands. Also, what Italy are doing is make sure that you're a meter away from a person, even if they've got masks on. They're saying that, okay. I kept my distance from people, and I've advised that to keep your distance from people. If you want to have a super chat donation for a personal snippet reading, that's fine. As I've said, that's the rules on this Ask Me Anything show. Okay. So so please respect that. Okay, I'm not going to do personal readings here. So let's continue. I don't like to be distracted in that way. So okay, so I just feel that I just felt that sense when I went out today. I don't know if you're feeling that too. But I felt that sense of keeping your distance from people, not in a horrible way, but just to go with that protocol thing. So if there is any moderators, can you please? I think that Joshua Benjamin, I feel that Joshua Benjamin is just a troll. So So like I said, the rules are with this show. If you want personal reading, a mini personal reading, please, if you want to give a super chat, that's good. If not, it's about anything basically. Hi, Debbie said, how are you? Hi, Penny. Yeah, you needed to go to the grocery store, but I'm afraid to. Well, I've got this a village shop here, and I thought it was safe to go to the village shop. But as I went in the village shop, I kept a distance from people. Not that that would kind of work at all, because you know those viruses will be out in the open. They will be out in the air, so it's not as if it's not as if that you're not going to catch it by keeping your distance from someone unless you wear a mask, you know. So it's ridiculous, because when I used to do quarantine at the hospital, even if you kept your distance from the patient, you still had masks and all this gear on to, you know, because it's in the air. So it's ridiculous to say it's okay to. Nobody was going by that protocol today. I don't know what is wrong with the UK, why they seem to be hell-bent on breaking the rules. But you know, normally people would go by the advice of what the governments are giving them, but I just felt people wanting to get really close up like this to me purposely. And I deliberately, and I don't understand that. And maybe I was, maybe I wasn't making a point of keeping my distance. I was just, maybe people are just angry about having to do this. Maybe I felt that somebody felt that I was keeping my distance because I didn't like them. That's how it came across, like a social thing. And looked a bit off with me because I was keeping about 2 yards away and trying not to, you know, engage with them. So yeah, obviously very kind of odd that people are kind of, what I get here with the coronavirus is it's 50-50. There's 50% saying, well, if I get it, I'll get it. I don't care. I'm just going to walk around and just be normal. And the other half who are cautious and would wear masks and would keep their distance. To be honest with you, I feel the 50% that say, if I'm going to catch it, I'm going to catch it. I have to say that it's been noted today that this is one of the most dangerous viruses, and it's 10 times worse than normal flu. So why would you do that? Why would you not want to take precautions and say, oh, well, it's like they're willing themselves to catch it, you know. And I don't get that. I don't get that with people. I really don't get that with people. And I would be willing to go with what the government suggests we do, and that's wash our hands and use alcohol wipes, alcohol gel. If we have to wear masks, keep your distance from people, go to the village shop instead of the big shop. But why are there people out there that are just ignoring these rules? I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get it at all. Why would people do that? Why would you be willing to catch that coronavirus? Because there's a handful of people saying, well, I had it, I had no symptoms. But there are people that are dying with this, and some people who've had it who were diagnosed with pneumonia, and that we had somebody who was interviewed who was quite young on the TV that actually was willing to talk about the symptoms, and he said that he did everything he did which he would normally do with flu, and he was still diagnosed with pneumonia, but he got through it. He got through the pneumonia, and he was young. He was in his 30s. And he still got pneumonia. So pneumonia is not a laughing matter. It's not something that, oh, it's okay to get pneumonia. No, it's not okay to get pneumonia. It can be quite dangerous to get pneumonia, and people die from that. It used to be called consumption years ago. So don't be blasé about it. Please don't be blasé. And don't take the mickey out of people who do want to take precautions. It's just not on. It's very kind of silly, kind of shallow-minded people who don't understand what pneumonia is. Yeah, there's no need to be jokey about it. People think it's a big joke. It's not a big joke. It's not a big joke. It's not a big joke. Why do people say it's a big joke? And there's also this thing that the public are now blaming, we've got a virus from China, and now seem to be blaming the medical authorities for, oh, well, you've got no tests for us, you've got nothing like this for us, we go to the emergency department and you don't help us with this. And, that's one of the reasons I left nursing, is because you're on the front line and you get blamed for every single damn thing. And it's nobody's fault. It's not the government's fault. Why do people blame their governments? Like they never acted quick enough. All of that kind of thing. So let's have a look here. Hi there. Yeah, it's if you want a mini personal reading, yes, it's Ask Me Anything show. So you can, if you want a super chat, then that's great, because if you want a personal mini reading, then that's only fair here. Okay. Don't eat out. Yes, that's true. Cook at home. It's simple things, really. Like at the moment, I'm able to work from home, so I can stay away from people. Yes, it's not very nice to not go out shopping and chatting to people and socializing and things like that. But we can socialize on here. It's not a problem. We're talking to each other. We are remote. We're not going to catch this virus. So we don't have to be lonely and alone. So hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but if you do want a personal reading, I've said it now 20 times. Don't ask me a question if you because this is about Ask Me Anything show. Absolutely. But if you want a personal reading, please offer a super chat, and then I'll come and super chat with you. Okay. So there we go. Okay, Penny Lane. Maybe yes, and Yvonne had marvellous info about wiping down. Yeah, absolutely. If you can get hold of some wipes, if you do your shopping, and don't touch your face, do not touch anything in your home when you get back from shopping. Cleanse your hands and get an antibacterial wipe, and wipe all of the goods that you bought from the supermarket, because let's not pretend that people don't touch these items, like toilet rolls and things in packages. Make sure you buy things in packages too, not kind of fresh. I know that sounds, I like fresh meat and I like fresh this, but things like you can actually get peppers and things like that in packaging, and when you get it home you can wipe it with the wipe and wipe your hands, and do that straight away when you unpack your shopping. Yeah, that's right. And we can actually come here and we can chat, and we can chat about anything, and we don't have to be alone. Hello, Martha. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay, let's have a look at your little mini reading there. Hi, can you tell me what are Jonathan's true feelings, intentions towards me, and the outcome? We are currently dating. Well, I can tell you that this is going to be very mini reading, okay? He's happy, and I see this Jonathan smiling all the time. I feel he's ready for this He's ready for this relationship. He's ready now. I don't think he was ready before, but he is now. And you know, sometimes someone might go on the rebound, and he may have been on the rebound before, but now it seems he has met you, and I'm ready to date. I think he sees this as like a dating situation at this point, but you are making him, Martha, so happy. You are just it's new, and just observe before you get your heart involved. Please do that. Enjoy it for what it is. Okay, enjoy it for what it is before you get fully. I know that's difficult, because when you meet someone and they are smiling and you're smiling, you just want this to be great. So just enjoy it. And for the moment, I think you're both adults. I don't feel that you're youngsters. I think you are adults, and I think you should enjoy every meeting, because when you start to look at the future, that's when it gets scary, and that's when the guys get scary. Is why are you looking into the future? Why can't we just enjoy? Because guys like to enjoy the dating phase of a relationship, when a woman wants to race this forward to a commitment. So I wouldn't race it to a commitment. I'd keep yourself very cool, okay, and let him wonder about where this is going, okay. And I want you to do that. I want you to act very cool and nonchalant, and don't keep saying, where is this going? I want to know what I need security. I'm not getting any younger. I need you to commit to me. You can say it in a very kind of blasé way. You can say, hey, you know, I'm not getting any younger, and I just would like some you know, some kind of that kind of thing. Yeah, I get you yearning for security. Yeah, I do. And this is why you want to know. And that's what I get with the nostalgia card. The reason why women tend to pile on what's happening next is because the previous relationship, somebody led you down a garden path. And I feel this is like, where is this going? Where can we, you know, because psychologically and subconsciously, that other thing was not stable, and it never led to anything. So you're kind of, where's this going? Where is this landing? What's going to happen here? So I feel this is you wanting this security. I wouldn't. I would enjoy it, although it's easier said than done. I would enjoy it for what it is. Let's see where this is going. Yeah, I get with you here that you had some kind of, Martha, you had a different kind of relationship before that let you down. So where is this going with Jonathan? Where is this going? with Jonathan. I would, and this is coming through strongly, I would exude with this dating situation. Wow, isn't this great? I love being with you, and this is amazing. Not in a very corny, desperate way, but just in a very kind of nice way. Now, I do get with you, Martha, I don't feel I'm the first psychic that you've asked about this. You need to drop this, okay? You need to just follow, you know, the moment here. The Three of Fire. This will come in its fullness of time. That's what I get with the Three of Fire. This will come with the fullness of time. Just enjoy this and let it unfold. Allow this peace back into your life, because once you let this peace into your life of living and enjoying this relationship, you will eventually gain greater clarity. That's coming through. So I don't feel that, yeah, I get, yeah, there is the Ten of Water, which is a great card to get for people in love. This is being very happy, absolutely content in this. I feel this is what you have to, not have to, I feel you need to allow this to happen here. Because what you're doing, you're bringing in this tension of wanting to know whether this is going to turn into a commitment. Yeah, I can see that. And this is giving you lots of tension. You know, where is this going? I don't want to be played with, and this kind of thing. Do not give somebody that power. Don't give somebody that power to say that you feel tense about this relationship, that you're questioning, where is this going? Because this person, you don't know this person well enough to actually put all your cards on the table, if that makes sense. Because this person could turn around and use this to manipulate the situation and see you as really wanting this and keep dangling these carrots in front. I'm not saying, I'm not being negative, but I'm living in the real world, okay? You want him to say, where is this going? You know, what are we doing here? Where is this going? You want him to question you about that, not the other way around. Does that make sense? Because I don't feel that this is a good relationship, and it's going to be a good relationship, but I don't feel there's a commitment around the corner, as like in marriage or engagement or anything like that, because I feel that you're older, and guys that are a little bit older don't feel the need to actually do this because they've done it before. I've done it. I've got the t-shirt, and you know, I'm exhausted with that. I really just want to have a good time, and I just want a really nice time. I want peace. So keep that in mind and try to keep this very peaceful. I feel eventually down the road, if you keep it peaceful and not keep badgering this guy about where is this going, you know, you can say, I value myself, and eventually I would like a commitment with someone, and I'd like to marry again. But that's as much as you need to say. You don't need to push the issue with this guy. Because second time around, or older kind of relationships, they want peace. because they've done it. They've got the t-shirt, they've seen the puppet master and the strings, so they don't want that again. So you have to keep it very peaceful and very kind of laid back, and let them see that this is how it's going to be. There's none of that nonsense, okay? Unless they start taking you for granted, but that's a different thing, okay? Now, with this relationship, Martha, I think if you keep it all so laid back and just and just keep it all very calm and lovely and enjoy the company of this man, I feel this will lead to a commitment. But if you are anxious, insecure, this guy is going to think, oh, not again, I had this before, kind of thing. So does that make sense? I do see this. As long as you don't get too anxious and insecure about this is what I'm getting here. But it's easier said than done. I understand that, okay. So that's your reading, okay. Just keep going with it. See, coming through as this is nice. It's a nice dating that's going to lead to a relationship. That's all you need to know at this point, okay. And it's difficult to keep your heart back. I know it is, okay. When this is when you really like the person. So let me know, Martha. He's doing that now, is he? Is he asking you where this is going? Well, that's a great sign, okay, if he's doing that now. Hold back, because guys like that when they don't get some woman who is insecure and desperate. They like it when they're the ones that say first, where is this going? So that's a great sign. And I do pick up that he's a nice guy. And I do pick up that this will lead into a relationship. Okay. Good. Great stuff. Okay. Thank you for that question. And thank you for your donation. Okay, just to remind you, if you do want a little personal reading, just for courteousness, a super chat would be great. Okay. And we can all learn from that, can't we? We can all learn from, oh, I did that wrong last time. I kept being insecure and I kept asking. Unless they are blatantly doing wrong things, then you have a right to ask. In fact, if they're blatantly doing the wrong things, you don't need to be in that relationship. It's not a relationship. If they're blatantly trying to upset you and they're blatantly trying to make you insecure and jealous, you do not need to be in a relationship like that. Okay, because that is narcissism. Okay, that's playing with people's hearts and vulnerabilities, and you don't want that. Okay, you do not want that. So what I'm going to do now is hi everyone, and Debbie said, I just wondered if you got my email or not, but thank you everyone for being here. It's great. So what I'm going to do is a daily read. Lots going on at the moment with the coronavirus, a little bit worrying about that. If you can, for at least until next winter, when, well, in a year's time, I know this is a whole year, when they get the vaccine out into production and it's there on offer, if you can just keep your distance. If you can keep your distance, and if you can do all of the things they're asking you to do for a whole year, and if you can work from home, then please do, okay? Because by next year, it's still going to be around, but we will have a vaccine, okay? So keep yourself indoors, away from people, and all of those things. Okay. Hi, Libby. Yvonne, your third eye is so intuitive. I know. I kind of surprise myself sometimes. Can I ask, does that make you sensitive to other people's? And absolutely. And it can be exhausting. I have learned, because I can preempt what they're thinking before they say it. I can walk in a room and I can feel the emotions and the energies when I walk into a room. And if it's bad energies, I kind of get a bit scared. I go like that, and not wanting to talk to these people. And I kind of give off a bad vibe as I walk into the room, and I can feel this energy. Thinking, okay, what's been said? What's going on here? What have I done? I've said that a number of times. I feel I walk into a room and I feel that they've been talking about me. I feel that they've been discussing me and all of those things. And very strongly, and I'll say, things like, I have said this in the past because I didn't understand it. I just felt it, and I've said, can you stop doing that? Can you stop talking about me? Can you stop doing that about me? I'm aware that you do that. And people like, how does she know? I've even had that. Somebody say, how do you know? So yeah, it can be exhausting. I do pick up on energies. I do, and sometimes even if it's just even if I just get a small comment there, sometimes I know what's behind that comment, and I'll say, let's block that person, or let's not have that person here. When they've just said one or two words, but I can see the intention behind it. Does that make sense? But yeah, so I feel over the years, I never used to understand it, but I understand it now. I do feel that I've gotten a very acute, intuitive energies. I pick up on them so much. So thank you, everyone, for being here. What's that? I just checked the email, 100% correct. It's over. Yeah. What you checked? Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I've been chatting to Debbie Z about personal issues, and I don't want to repeat it here, but thank you, Debbie. Yeah, it's over. Okay. I can't have that anymore. So I don't want to share that here. So I was talking. I can't afford to do that anymore. So I think less is said on here. So that's how I feel. I do, and I do pick up things. I pick up whether people are genuine or fake, and I've recently been as you've seen, I've recently been picking up on energies on photographs and videos, and watching that Westminster Abbey, and watching it and using my intuitive energies to pick up on things, and which is quite interesting. So what do people think about Harry talking to that Greta? Was it Greta Thunberg, or it was a hoax, wasn't it? A hoax phone call, and Harry was talking about President Trump, and talking about him using coal, which is affecting the greenhouse gases and all that kind of thing. What's your take on that? Because I feel that's so dangerous, because he's moving to LA. That's what I pick up. He's moving to LA, and is attacking President Trump. Now, I picked up that that was him talking on that telephone call. I picked that was him. Somebody said it wasn't him, but I picked up that energy, and his PR team have said do not respond to that hoax call. Pretend it never happened. That's how to respond to these kind of things. Do not respond. And that's what he's doing. He's pretending it never happened. And if he's questioned about it, he'll go, about what? What phone call? Kind of thing. So, yeah, so I feel it was him, absolutely. So thank you, everyone. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a daily read, and what I'm going to do is use my Botticelli for the daily read. And if you do want your own little mini reading, okay, please, please offer a super chat, and I will do you a read for you, okay. So thank you all. Thank you, regulars, for coming for the live show. So let's have a look here at this Botticelli deck, and let's have a look. A daily read. Let's have a look at the daily read for messages for the daily read for today, for tomorrow. Even for tomorrow. Let's have a look at the daily read. Save your money. Well, that makes sense. Keep a hold of your money, because if we have this coronavirus issue, how are we going to go to work? How are we going to work? So if you can build some money up at the moment, or if you can put some money to one side, then this is what this is saying. I'm not saying the coronavirus or anything like that, but I get this is coming through, and they hope. Well, I'm getting this corona, okay. This is definitely coming through. They hope that this is not going to get that bad, but it is going to get that bad, okay. The thing about the UK, and I think the US too, are kind of preempting this, and they're stashing some money to the side here to cope with this this pandemic, because it's being it has now been named a pandemic by the World Health Organization. So okay, if you are coming into any money, if you've worked overtime, if you've worked any kind of extra shifts, and you're expecting a little bit more extra money, put it to one side. This is what this is saying, because I get the fruits of your labor. Well, it may not be the coronavirus, but that came through, or it could be, if this money that's coming through, make sure you put this to one side, and don't think, oh, this is going to be coming every month kind of thing. No, you hope it will be coming every month, but it's not. So just be a little bit thrifty with your spending, okay. Now, it feels like that you may have to postpone something. Well, seems like this is like this corona thing coming through. Postpone what? You are suspicious of this viral thing. Postpone a cruise, postpone a boat trip, postpone a bus trip, postpone a holiday, whatever this will be. There is postponement. There's postponement. And the Four of Swords, having self-control over your finances. It's going on about finances, self-control. Oh my God, we really want to know this, don't we? Because you will get over these obstacles. You will get over these obstacles. There is a self-control. Keep your money and be thrifty with that money, because I get here, we hope that this will end, the death card, but it's in reverse. It's not going to end just yet. Well, this is a message from the divine, a big message. I guess we are facing a war here. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. Take things seriously. Put things aside. I think this is why people are panic buying, because this is what they're thinking here. Yeah, there is this Three of Swords. People are going to be fighting over this. People are going to be fighting over this damn coronavirus. Why? Because it's going to be people, it's going to irritate people, because they're not going to be able to take their kids to school. They're not going to be able to go to work. They're not going to be able to do things normally like you would normally do. They may have to be quarantined. They may have to stay indoors. So people are going to start getting really angry with each other. This is disturbing my life, and be careful of that, okay? Be careful of people becoming angry about each other, okay? Hi, Claudia. Hi, thank you so much for your donation. What thinks and feels when he looks at me? Wow. I see this person looking at you, and looking at you kind of, how can I put this look? It's like that, but not in a kind of fake kind of seedy kind of way. It's like just looking at you in a very authentic way, like that. And let me pull, I'm going to pull some cards out here. He thinks you're very attractive. He likes your physique. I think it's that story of when a man first looks at a woman, it's physical, okay, and then it's emotional. I think he's checking you out physically. It's a biological thing. This is what guys do. And I do get, just be careful with this. Because you are a bit, you kind of turn around, and I think, is this in the workplace? I get this in the workplace, Claudia, and you turn around and you see him looking at you. I think he wants you to, I think he's older than you. He wants you to see him looking at you too. I'm not getting too good of a kind of energy from this, in all honesty. He is a little bit of a snake, I have to say, and there may be a celebration coming up soon, and it's in the workplace. He may even ask you if you're going to this celebration or whatever this is. It may be a little drink set up from work, and it seems like he's older than you, and I feel he wants to snake in some way. And so what does he think when he looks at you? It's physical at this present time. And he's trying to get you to see him looking at you, and it's confusing you, but at the same time it excites you, Claudia, because he's good looking. I get him quite good looking. Is he committed? I feel, Claudia, is it a work situation? We don't see each other often, but is it at work? Is it like in passing at work? Maybe he works in another department, or he comes to visit your. I don't know why I get this work situation. I might be totally wrong. I might be totally wrong with that. He is, and I am. I am too. It's work. Yeah, yeah. It's a work situation. Well, you're very attractive, Claudia, and he's quite good looking too. I feel like any guy. Is he older than you? Yeah, you're both committed. Yeah. So yeah, I don't feel this is. I feel this is very much somebody wanting an affair, a little bit of a snake, and I can't say that this is the wrong thing for you to do, Claudia. Because, you know, when you've been married a long time and you've been committed for a long time, it can get a bit stale. And when you get noticed by someone, I get you bending. I don't know. I don't know where you work, or I see you bending over maybe you, and he's looking at you, and it's physical. It's physical. It's physical. I don't feel it's imagination, and it's physical. What he's looking at this point, okay, at this point, there is like this is your choice. I mean, not married though, but you're both committed. Yeah. So I just have to say that's what he thinks when he looks at you, and I did pick up that he is committed, good looking, waiting for some kind of celebration to come up. I don't know what that is, or for you to meet him outside that environment. It's your choice. It's your call what you do. So that's what I pick up when he looks at you. Okay. Wow. So that's Claudia's reading. Okay, going back to the daily read here, there's people fighting over getting really fed up of having to be indoors and all that kind of thing. Maybe not even being able to go to work. More difficulties than expected. People will start to argue. There's not enough money to go around. People are running out of money. I feel what the government are not doing. There is a coronavirus. This coronavirus is going to put people out of work. It's going to, and they're not going to get paid for that. They're going to have to get overdraft facilities and bank loans. This is going to make people very unhappy in society, and that's what I get here. Yeah, everything's going to stop. Debbie said you're right. Everything will stop for going to the schools. Try to stay away where people are so much. And a bit strange when we have, you know, all this freedom of movement is a little bit strange to have to put up with this. Okay, especially if you don't work at home. If you work at home, there's not a lot of difference apart from going out and getting your shopping and that kind of thing. So that's the daily read. Seems to be going on about the coronavirus, but it's very much on people's minds at the moment. Is the coronavirus. So let's have a look at your comments here. Hello, everyone. We're talking about Ireland. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Penny. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Anyway, I think we'll call it a night tonight for this live show. So thank you everyone for coming. I have got to get ready for a personal reading. If you do want a personal reading, please give me an email. I'll put that in the description box at the bottom. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I will be coming back on Sunday, okay, for Ask Me About Anything. I think Sunday is a great day to have this because everyone is off work. If you want to ask me, it's okay, Tirania, if you want to ask for me for another question, I will stay on for another I will stay on for another 5 minutes just for you to write out your question and send a super chat. Otherwise, if I don't, then I will call it a night because everybody seems to be a bit sleepy tonight. So yeah. So yeah. Also, I do have Patreon. Do a lot of readings on there and different kinds of readings on there too. So I have been on here nearly 1 hour. It's gone really quickly, hasn't it? So I've been on here 1 hour, and thank you everyone. And it seems like we've got all the regulars here, which is amazing. Tirania. Yeah. Yeah. No, I actually, if you want a personal reader, I do super chats for that. Okay, so super chat is the $sign. I'm not doing. It's not fair to do free kind of readings on here. So super chat would be great. Thank you. So what I'm going to do, I'll be here on Sunday. If you're interested in having a little mini reading on Sunday, I'll be here. Okay, Sunday. So look out for that. So sending you guys lots of love, lots of blessings, and thank you, and bye for now, everyone. And love all of you. Okay, I will see you on Sunday for a live show. So bye for now, and love all of you, and bye. Bye bye.